Fake good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. I greatly appreciate all the interaction, clicks, likes. So we're back to review WandaVision, episode 3 this time around. Well, this episode's very much setting the tone of Brady Bunch.
It's family WandaVision.
I'm enjoying how it evolves. The theme songs change. And it goes into more modern versions of sitcom while managing to maintain a consistent tone, feel, and vibe. It's quite impressive, very intriguing. It makes me want to see what the next opening song's gonna be. It makes me want to see what the next kind of setting's gonna be. Is it gonna get to the 90s or the 80s next time around? Where are we going? And how many different versions are we gonna get? I'm just really fascinated. And the opening song, it had the hexagons, which I don't know if that's just like a reference to Wanda's powers in the source material, or if that's a reference for the symbol of AIM. But I'm enjoying it, and the colors being different on Wanda and Vision, on Elizabeth Olsen,
Looking good.
and Paul Bettany.
Knew we could.
A lot of the hysterical, over-the-top comedy fell flat to me, and it takes up the majority of the episode.
Just between us, because, I don't know, everything's happening so quickly.
The level of intrigue and mystery take over. You get glimpses at these mysteries, and the symbolism is consistent and continues throughout this show. They're doing quite the impressive job on several fronts. This episode gets really eerie and unsettling in various moments.
I think something's wrong here, Wanda.
Several moments, like for instance, you have the neighbor sawing through the wall with an eerie just stare at Vision. Even when Vision points out that he's sawing through the wall when he's trying to do his hedges, he continues and he stares right at him. And what makes it even more eerie is how fake the background looks behind him as he's just staring there, kind of glitching out. You don't really know if he's in a trance, if he's real, or if he's just part of the program that Wanda's running on everybody, that she, I do not believe, is solely responsible for what's happening, as this episode does allude to several more things. There are just characters consistently throughout this episode, like the doctor pointing out that you can't really escape this town. You've got the neighbors whispering, Vision catching them and pointing out that the Geraldine character, that's really Monica Rambeau, has no home. She lives nowhere. She's not from here, and bet she's been around, and she's in their house right now. So there are just really a lot of different interesting things happening throughout here. Even Wanda's own behavior is a little creepy and unsettling. Several moments. One, she wishes Monica Rambeau away. That was eerie when he comes back in the house and she's just like, she's gone. And the music, just, it was creepy. And other aspects of it, Wanda resetting Vision because she didn't like that he was starting to catch on and discover things. And the reality that, you know, this isn't reality. This is a self-contained, like, force-filled. And what's interesting is when we do see the force-filled, the outside world, Westview, WandaVision, just, that was interesting. That was curious. That was cool that they could kind of name the town that, and WandaVision. This episode is all about babies.
Whoa, Nelly! You've gotten bigger.
Have I?
which is interesting because in the previous episodes, there were hints and stuff, people questioning why they didn't have children. There was that whole thing with Emma Caulfield's character in that committee where it's like, it's all for the children. Creepy cult-like stuff like that. And it would seem like there's an outside influence, outside of Wanda's control, that wants this, perhaps to make Wanda feel more at home. Perhaps it's the Marvel Comics character Mephisto, because it makes sense in relation to the source material that he would want Wanda's children. There are several things in this episode that tend to lend one to that conclusion. The book Vision has, the pendant Agnes wears, the comments made by her character, the devil's in the details, my husband looks better in the dark, the fireplace going up, and the fact that stork, the red mist, yes, that could be attributed to Wanda, but it could also be attributed to Mephisto, and the fact that she couldn't get rid of him, as powerful as she is, you could chalk it up to birth control pains and her not being fully in control, but the inability for her to get rid of it, that thing walking around the house that seemed to be targeting Monica Rambeau, it seems it's got Mephisto written it all over it for me. You could also chalk up her glitching out as birth pains, Wanda not having complete control, Vision seeing a glitch in this kind of matrix, but that could also be a reference to Sword trying to break in.
Escape to a world all your own.
Mephisto is, now that he's getting the children, now that they're on his way, he wants to break Wanda's happy reality from Vision's perspective to truly bring it down, bring the house down around everybody, because all he wants is the children. That could be a thing itself.
Hydra Soak. Find the goddess within.
I feel like Wanda has twins because Vision and her couldn't decide on the same name, and he missed the birth going to get the doctor.
There's another baby coming!
I think this wasn't just paying tribute to the source material, or that twins run in the family.
His name was Pietro.
But I think it's actually Wanda adjusting reality for perfection, and as a result, it causes problems, reminding her of her brother.
He was killed by Ultron.
Which results in Monica Rambeau snapping out of the spell, which then leads to her being perceived as a threat.
What did you say?
To Wanda's happy world, but also because Vision is having a conversation with Herb and Agnes, at least one of which is more than meets the eye. It could be that the other person in charge of this reality, possibly Mephisto, who could have been the Stork, took control of Wanda and got rid of Monica, because the Stork was out to get Monica, and Wanda couldn't seem to get rid of her. Ultimately, I was pretty off-put by the majority of this episode because the comedy didn't really work for me, but it got so damn intriguing there in the end. It got tense, it got weird, it got crazy, it got eyebrow-raising, and I'm just ready for more. I want to see where this is going. I really enjoyed it in the end. The back end of the episode was really enjoyable, so I'm still looking forward to more. I'm still ready for more. I'm more ready for more than I was before because the backup of this episode just gets so damn interesting. Anyways, let me know your thoughts, your opinions, all that good stuff, your speculations about where it's going. Thank Goodwin here. Eventually we will like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And stay awesome. Rock on.